What's up guys, it's Ciara here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another fashion video and it is all about coats and jackets for winter. So given that it is officially winter and the temperature really has dropped recently, I am definitely feeling the chill. I thought it would be the perfect time to do a roundup of my top 5 winter coats. I actually did a video similar to this last year and you guys seemed to really enjoy it. It was a really good way to kind of round up my personal favorite coats. When it comes to this time of the year, my wardrobe is 90% coats. It's pretty much the first thing that you see in someone's outfit, so it really makes sense to find something that you love, that fits really well, and that's really comfortable as well. Every winter there are kind of new and different coat trends coming in, but there also are a lot of really classic styles that will always be in fashion as well, and this is kind of a mix of that. So we're going to go through some of the trendier items and also some of the fail-safe classics as well. Most of these are available to buy now, but for anything that isn't available to buy, I will link some really similar alternatives in the description below. And as always, everything that I'm mentioning in the video will be linked down in the description, so if there's anything that you like, if you want to see prices or sizes or any of that good stuff, it will all be linked in the description below. Okay, so let's kick things off with my first autumn winter coat pick, and it is this one. Oh my god, it's so heavy. And this is the Aviator Jacket. So without a doubt, the Aviator coat is definitely one of the most popular coat trends of autumn winter. We're seeing it absolutely everywhere, and it really does seem like every high street shop or online retailer has a version of it. Now this one is from H&M. It's new season stock. I picked it up only a few weeks ago and it was about 99 euros. Now I do think that's a good price for a coat this thick and this comfortable, but there are lots of different price options if you wanted to get something that's a little bit less expensive or even a little bit more expensive as well. I think the reason why the Aviator Jacket is so popular this year is because not only is it super stylish and it has this really cool kind of biker, kind of a little bit of an edgy vibe to it, but it's also extremely comfortable and so warm. The inside of this one is fleece all the way inside and it is like a sleeping bag. It's amazingly warm. This style was just under 100 euros from H&M, but I know that so many different high street shops and so many different online retailers have different versions, so if you wanted something that was a little bit less expensive, I've linked alternatives below, or if you wanted something that was a bit more investment as well. I think all of these jackets are inspired in some way by the Acne Aviator Jacket, which is about 2,000 euros. If you wanted to invest in it, it's a fantastic jacket. I'm sure you'll have it for life, but for me personally, I wanted to get something that was a lot more affordable, so this one from H&M was absolutely perfect. And already I have worn this jacket a lot. I've definitely gotten a lot of use out of it. If you follow me on Instagram, you will definitely have seen me wear this on my feed as well. It definitely is a very good purchase for autumn winter. So next up in my autumn winter coat roundup, I have a teddy coat. So this kind of shearling fleecy style of coat, you can call a few different things. You can call it a teddy coat, some people call them Borg jackets, some people call this shearling as well, even though obviously it's faux shearling, but one of the most common names is the teddy coat, and this is another style that, like the Aviator Jacket, we are seeing so much of this season. It really seems to be such a popular coat style. Now this version here, as you can tell, is kind of a biker Aviator Jacket style, but we're also seeing teddy coats in kind of longer coat versions as well, and they just look so comfortable and so snuggly. This one again is from H&M and I believe this was around 50 euros, so it was very affordable, and it is so incredibly warm. It's not actually fully fleece lined, but the outside is so snuggly and cozy. I actually picked up this teddy coat in a size 12. I wanted it to be slightly oversized and quite bulky, so rather than going for my usual size 8, I did size up 2 whole sizes, and I love the fit that this gives. It's just a really nice oversized fit. I think this looks really cool with a Baker Boy cap and a simple t-shirt. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen this on my feed already. Now I love this biker kind of Aviator Jacket style of teddy coat, but I would also love to pick up one of the longer ones. There's one that I've had my eye on ASOS. It's by Monkey and it's about, I think, 70 or 80 euros, and it's so nice, and it actually keeps selling out, so if that is available I will link that in the description for you guys to check it out. But teddy coats are definitely a really popular trend this season. We're seeing so much of them on Instagram and they do look really nice. They have this kind of boyish, dressed down but really snuggly and cozy vibe to them, and I'm just all about it. I really love it. So yeah, teddy coats are definitely another one of my autumn winter coat essentials this year. Okay, so moving on, another one of my winter coat essentials is of course faux fur. And I mean, what would a winter coat roundup be without a little bit of faux fur? It's something I always reach for every single year. As soon as the temperatures really drop and winter really hits, it's the perfect thing to throw on. There's something really luxe and a little bit opulent about a bit of faux fur. It's also great for the party season. It's really great as an outerwear for work events or just parties where you want to go a little bit more glam. But this one in particular I absolutely love, and I think that the muted grey colour is just perfect. Now I do have a real soft spot for all the beautiful statement colour faux fur coats that we're seeing. We're seeing loads of yellow and blue and pink, but for me I knew I wanted to pick up something in kind of a grey colourway because it looks a little bit more statement than black, but it's still a really neutral colour. So this faux fur coat I picked up on New Look, and it's actually a style that has been selling out a lot. It keeps coming back into stock and then selling out again, so I will link it below. I know they have about 2 different versions of it. It comes in a light grey, a dark grey, and also a black as well, but I have noticed that there are some other websites like Misguided and Pretty Little Thing that have really similar versions, so I will link those below as well. The key thing about this for me is that it has these kind of layers, and it just makes it look even more kind of luxe, and it actually looks quite convincing. It is obviously faux fur, but I find that these panels on the sides do make it look really nice. Now again, with the sizing on this coat, I actually picked it up in a size 12 because the size 8s and the 10s were sold out, but it is such an oversized fit that it doesn't really matter. It just looks big and bulky anyway, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend sizing up. I'm sure I would have been fine with the size 8 or the size 10, but it just so happened that they just had the 12, so I just picked up that. But again, I think when it comes to faux fur jackets, it doesn't matter too much because they're always going to look bulky. Faux fur is definitely not a streamlined kind of silhouette. It's always going to look big, and if you're happy with that, then just go for it. Faux fur has always been a big one for me for my winter coats, but it definitely feels like this year it has gotten a bit of an upgrade. We're seeing so many amazing styles online. This one is one of my personal favorites, but I do have my eye on a few other ones as well, and I will link some alternatives in the description, but this one is just so fab. Another style of jacket that I pretty much wear all year round, and not just in winter, is of course the biker jacket. It is one of the staples of my wardrobe, and even though it's not technically a coat, I do still wear them in the winter because they do give enough warmth if you layer them up properly. So the one I wanted to focus on is my most recent biker jacket purchase, and it is this absolutely stunning muted green suede biker jacket. Now I picked this one up on Shopbop, and if you guys have followed my channel for a while, you'll know that I absolutely love the biker jackets on Shopbop. They have a few different brands that do them. I have 2 from the brand Blank Denim, which I absolutely adore. One of them is a beautiful dark green and a beautiful red. I'll actually show you guys those in a minute. This one is from another brand, it's called Driftwood, but when I saw it, I just fell in love with it. It's the perfect kind of khaki. It looks a little bit distressed. It's just that beautiful color green that goes with absolutely everything. I think it would look beautiful with blacks and grays and browns, literally everything. This color is such a nice color. I think that when people think of biker jackets, they typically think of black, but I absolutely love getting them in different colors. I've got khaki, red, green and tan, and another one that I would love to pick up is a gray suede biker jacket. That's actually on my list, and I did find a lovely one that I'll link below. And biker jackets would be a style of jacket that is very classic. You can wear them all year round, especially in the winter time. If you layer them up, they're perfect for warmth, but they're also great as a layer on a night out when you don't want to wear a full coat, and they still make your outfit look really nice without adding too much bulk to it. So they're definitely one of my top 5s this year, and absolutely every other year. I'll always have a biker jacket in my wardrobe for autumn winter, but this year this one is my new and current favorite. And just to give a super quick mention to the other colors that I mentioned, this is the beautiful red suede biker jacket from Blank Denim. It's actually as stunning as it's coming up on camera. Like, the red color is so beautiful. It's like a kind of a rusty red. It's fab. So this one I've been wearing a lot as well, and that's still available on Shopbop. I will link it below. And then the other color that I mentioned that I picked up last autumn winter, which I have lived in, this jacket does not owe me a penny, is the green color. Now it's going to come up quite dark on camera, but the green is really rich. It's like a deep bottle green. If you guys follow my channel for a while now, you'll know that I picked up this last autumn winter, and it does not not owe me a penny. I have worn it so much and it still is in perfect condition, and it's the exact same style as the red one. And they're the exact same jacket, they're just in 2 different colors, and they are both amazing and I recommend them so much. So we are almost at the end of my winter coat roundup, and the last one that I wanted to mention is of course the very classic tailored coat. And this is something that, like I said, never goes out of style. Every single season, every year, tailored and kind of masculine long fit coats are always going to be so popular because they always look so good. This one in particular I picked up last year from Marks and Spencer, and you'll remember seeing it on my channel last year if you followed me then. It's such a beautiful coat. I think it was over 200 euros, but it did go down to about 50 euros in the sale eventually, which would have been such a bargain if you managed to nab it. I know some of you managed to get it on sale, but it's such a classic coat and it just is so flattering. I actually wore this out last night. I went for dinner with Joseph and it feels so good pulling this out of the wardrobe again this winter. So if you are someone who really likes that classic style, definitely investing in a good slightly tailored coat that fits you really well, you will have it for season after season, and it's something you can always pull out every single winter. Now unfortunately this style from Marks and Spencer's is sold out, but I will link a lot of similar styles below. I will of course link some tan versions in the description, but I'll also link some other colors as well. I personally love tan. I think it's so classic and it just goes with every other color. It really is a staple color, but they have some beautiful other versions this year as well. I personally love the plaid and check patterned coats that I'm seeing on the high street and in the online shops at the moment. ASOS actually have some really good ones, and you can get them in other colors. I mean, you can go for the beautiful blush pink colors. I've seen some really beautiful blue tailored coats. Tan is a great classic, but you don't have to stick with that color. You can always go for gray or black if you're somebody who wants an even more muted color palette. But definitely for me, my top 5 winter coats, there's always going to be a good tailored coat in there, and this one is probably one of my favorites. And even though it's not available still to buy, I will link some really similar ones that I found in the description in varying prices as well. So there you have it guys, those are my top 5 winter coats for this year. So not only was this a really fun edit to put together for my channel, but it's also very practical as well, because let's face it, you will not catch me without a coat between now and probably May. So all of my outfits will have a coat in some way, shape or form. So I wanted to give you guys a roundup of my 5 favorite styles at the moment. And as I mentioned, everything will be linked down in the description below, and if any of the styles are sold out, I will link some really similar alternatives, and I'll also link some varying budgets as well. So if you want something a bit more investment, or if you want something that's a lot more affordable, there will be options there in the description. And along with this video, I've also done a blog post, which is a huge autumn winter coat edit. So I'm going to frame it around the coats that I'm using in this video. So if you want more kind of styles and inspiration, definitely head over and check out the blog post after this video for even more inspo. If you guys liked this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you have not already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. I will leave a link up here. I post 2 to 3 new videos a week, and I would love to have you back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!